Welcome to show number 3. Our topic for today is the number one factor that influences the success of a transformation initiative. That is, have a clear vision. What is a vision and why is it numero uno? A vision is a future manifestation of your company. Where do you aim to be? It lists your company's goals and objectives. Vision need to be clear and simple so everyone can understand and buy into the vision. Your vision must align with your company values and culture. An effective vision has two main components. One, clear goals. Two, a strategic plan. Goals, what we want to achieve and why. And plan is a roadmap of how are we going to achieve those goals. A good vision statement also describes what kind of customers you want to serve, what unmet market needs you intend to address, and how. A benefit statement which describes why, what value you derive at the end of the completion of this transformation effort. And these benefits must not be limited to corporate benefits, but also describes what is in it for the staff. Why should they make sacrifices to deliver on the company vision? Vision is vital because it guides you through difficult times, time of conflicts. Say you are at a crossroad and struggling to decide on which path to take. Your vision helps you by analyzing the outcome of each path and how the outcome aligns to the ultimate goal of your vision. Therefore, you do not want ambiguity, else decision making will become difficult. Strategic plan, as stated earlier, is a roadmap of how are we going to achieve those goals. Therefore, goals are an input to developing your strategic plan. Strategic plan is like a GPS for your business. It draws a road from your current state to your desired future state. Anytime you are lost, or you go off track, or you hit a roadblock, your vision will guide you back on track. Your roadmap can change, but it must always remain tied to your vision and your goals. A strategic plan is also an important health check tool for your business because it helps you measure where you are at any given time vis-a-vis your original plan. So you can take corrective action when you are behind or off course. You may ask, what drives organizations of their strategic plan? Two things. Number one, taking on too many insignificant projects, all competing for same resources. Number two, lack of governance control, which allow scope creep. We all know that we achieve our business objectives by implementing projects. However, every organization, regardless of their size, have a limited budget and resource constraints. Hence, it is vital that we select the right project to fund. For example, to gain more customer and increase sales, you need to implement a new CRM application. And to improve operational efficiency and reduce customer attrition, you need a mobile app that allows your customers to report any service interruptions and track service requests. However, like every other organization, you too have a limited budget and resource constraints and can only fund one project. Thus, you need to ask yourself, what is my strategic goal? Is it to gain more customers? If yes, then invest in the CRM application. Else, if it is to reduce customer attrition, then decision is to invest in mobile app. In nutshell, having clear goals enable you to intelligently decide which projects to fund. Second driver that takes you off your strategic plan is scope control. In my 25 plus years of experience, I have observed that when things get tough, companies starts to change their original scope, which translates to changing vision, which leads to unfulfilled goals. Therefore, it is imperative that before you embark on any project, you must ensure two things. A, have a signed off scope statement by sponsors and the senior leadership team. And B, collectively establish project priorities. We all know that every project has a triple constraint: scope, schedule, and budget. You must determine at the onset which of the three constraints is firm versus open to trade. For example, if you are building a stadium to host opening ceremony of the next Olympics game, your date of completion is set in stone. But if you are pressed on time, you can decrease the scope close a section, or increase the budget because your go live date cannot change. In my experience, a well written scope statement is essential to control scope creep, and it must answer 6 questions. 1. What are my objectives? Clearly state what, when, and how much. For example, implement a new CRM application by June 30th at a cost not to exceed $500,000. What are my deliverables? What are my milestones? What are my functional requirements? What are my non-functional requirements? And the difference between functional and non-functional requirement is simple. Functional requirement example is my system should accept credit and debit card. Non-functional, also known as technical requirements, my system must be able to process 1 million transactions an hour. Response time for a transaction not to exceed 5 seconds, and so on. And last but not the least, what is the acceptance criteria for my system? As I said before, a well-written scope statement helps you to tightly manage all scope changes. Still, changes will come up. And when they do, ensure that all changes are approved by the same group that approved the initial funding and scope. So we covered a wide subject today. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach me by contacting me through my website at cjdevgun.com. Bottom line, vision is the foundation of your transformation program. Therefore, it must be simple to understand, clear so there is no ambiguity, realistic so you can achieve it, clearly list benefit so you know why are you doing it, and most importantly, it must be able to inspire you and the team. And when it is time to select a project, make sure it aligns with your vision compared to other projects that are competing for same resources. And B, what tangible benefits is it delivering to you? Do not invest in projects that do not align with your vision. Else, you will end up wasting not only your resources, but also critical time. That is it for today. Thank you for listening. I would love to hear from you and help out in any way I can. You can reach me at cjdevgun.com. If you like our show, please subscribe, leave a rating and a review for us. Let's go out and break barriers and generate new possibilities. Until next time, adios, ciao, and goodbye.